Hi there, a warm welcome to you viewers. Can you hear me? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first. Two main topics in tonight's live chat. Some big developments are unfolding in the Oromia region. Are these developments part of a bigger political picture? Are some big political decisions being made in Oromia or by Oromos outside Ethiopia? And we're seeing the impact of those decisions being made abroad by Oromo elites. Uh, their impact being seen in Oromia. Let me welcome the participants first, then I'll explain the two topics. TNO, first viewer who joined, welcome TNO, says good evening. Mengistu Katilla says, stop messing up our country. Mengistu, there is a difference between reporting about a conflict and igniting a conflict. I report about conflicts. I don't create conflicts. You should try to understand the difference. Those media outlets which promote particular narrative, they are the ones that are parties to the conflict. They're not part of the problem, they're part of the solution, they're part of the problem because they follow a particular line. You should tell those media outlets, which are mostly Ethiopian, Tigrania, Amharic, Oromia, you should tell them to close down, to shut down. Instead of appreciating my neutral work, you are asking me to stop covering Ethiopia. That just shows how little you understand about conflict reporting. Abraham Okbe joined to Mekonnen said here, media, a name in first word in some other language, second word is media, says, hey, Simon Tisfy here. Welcome, Simon. Wondi Frau Ayale here. Peace and Love joined to welcome Peace and Love. Peace and Love is a member too. Special welcome, Peace and Love. Aman Washe, second member who joined today is Aman Washe. Warm welcome to both of you, Peace and Love and Aman Washe. Let me just give you a brief of the two main topics in tonight's live chat. I was planning to speak about TDF tonight rather, Tigray dissident fighters. But I had to change the topic of the live chat. Why? Because there are two other developments which I think should be addressed first. That is why I changed the topic of the live chat. Tomorrow, I'll speak on the topic which I announced today. Where are Tigray dissident fighters are based? I have received information, by the way. I will speak in detail on that tomorrow. Tonight, two main topics. Some major developments happening in Oromia, it seems. I think these two developments which happened in Oromia are linked. I said, by the way, if you remember, that 2025 is the year of political upheaval in Ethiopia. And if this year did not see any political upheaval in the country, then Abiy is here to stay for years. This is the year for politicians, for political parties to challenge PP, to challenge Abiy's government. Second story is about TPLF. TPLF is now shifting gears almost on daily basis. They're issuing statements very critical of the federal government. What do they want? Why are they building up pressure on the federal government with every passing day? They issued a very strong statement today. Thank you, McConnell, as you're the only neutral source of the news on the region. Thank you, McConnell. One Wilson says, whatever the reporting, your coverage must continue. Thank you, One Wilson. Mamushat Lemma joined too. Mamushat Lemma, our first news story about Lemma Megersa. Escol says the fact that every group hates Sajid proves how neutral he is. Yeah, each group wants its narrative to be aired. They have their own media outlets, paid by them, funded by them, promoted by them. They have journalists who they meet behind closed doors. So they want their agendas, their narratives to be aired. Eritrean, Ethiopian, they cannot influence me. Then they launch people against me. People who are sometimes viewers in comment section to in social media to they launch people against me, against my views and news. I don't care because majority of viewers is with me. They want me to continue. Singtan Deni joined says it's only under the approval and mercy of PM Abiy that Lemma Megersa will be back to Ethiopia. Drum here. Uh, Arayag says, glad to join your most reliable live chat. Keep it on, Saji. Thank you, Araya. Shafo joined too. Shafo is a member too. Special welcome, Shafo. Good to see you. We have 3 members tonight. Aman, peace and love, and Shafo. Now let me start, viewers. If you allow me, let me start. I'll speak for a few minutes. And after that, I'll take your questions and comments. End time, as Chetology says, I heard the news that Lemma Megersa's family arrested. Is that real? Yeah, I'll speak on that too. Who arrested? Why arrested? Is it linked to Lemma's return to politics? Where is Lemma? Is he healthy now? There was another development in Addis Ababa today. The two developments, are they linked? I want to share all that with you in this around 10-minute talk. Amman says Ethiopian politics is on a high-speed lane. I think this year could be a roller coaster ride for those who follow Ethiopian politics. Signs are there. Monet Entertainment here. Varse says hi. Okay, let me start, viewers. Two developments in Oromia. Are they linked or not? I want to share the two developments with you. Then I try to build an analysis, leaving it to you to decide what could be the link between them. Firstly, Lemma Megersa's family members have been arrested in Valaga. Lemma's family, not his immediate family. Lemma is in Italy. He has been in Rome, Italy for years. After 2020, he left Ethiopia. You know that he worked with Abiy, he worked as Minister of Defense, he worked as Oromia regional president, he was the head of Oromia Democratic Party. When PM Abiy formed Prosperity Party, defenses emerged. Lemma did not join PP. Lemma was put under house arrest. Ultimately, he chose to go abroad. Uh, since then, he has been in Rome, Italy. Lemma's wife and his kids are in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where there is large Oromo population. He visits the US too, but he's mainly based in Italy. So his immediate family is in the US, but his brothers, his cousins are still living in Ethiopia. His brother, Lemma Megersa, has been part of Prosperity Party reportedly. His brother has been arrested. Secondly, two of his cousins have been arrested too, and some other family members. Lemma Megersa worked with PP. He was working in a position on whatever level reportedly, but a few months ago he was removed. And then he started his own uh, work, farming activities. So he's been arrested. First development. Johar spoke about it, and Johar linked the arrest to the rumors about Lemma's return to politics. Is Lemma returning to politics or not? Before that, second development is from Addis Ababa. In Addis Ababa today, Addis Standards office was raided by Ethiopian security forces. Addis Standard, is run by Sidale, the lady who is Oromo, based abroad. Addis Standard is seen as pro-Johar, pro-Ola government. Government's raid on Addis Standards office and government's arrests of Lemma's family are the linked. This is what I was talking about, that the two developments could be linked. Are Sidale, Johar, Lemma, others, Oromo elite abroad, are they trying to form an alliance? Are they in talks? That is why Abiy is taking this action, telling those who are trying to build the alliance that if they build the alliance against PP, their families, their assets, everything in Ethiopia could be in danger. Johar said that there are rumors that Lemma could return to politics. Are there rumors, by the way? Well, Lemma, firstly, is not 100% in terms of his health. I think he was suffering from a disease, so he's not fully fit. Secondly, the man has shown very little interest in rejoining Ethiopian politics. Abiy tried to talk to Lemma in recent years, but Lemma showed no interest. Either he saw that atmosphere was not favorable, or he is completely disillusioned, or he is not fit. Whatever the reason is, but in recent years, in the last 4 years, you can say, Lemma showed no interest in talking to Abiy. At the same time, he showed no interest in becoming part of Ethiopian politics. But Lemma has huge following in Oromia. You cannot deny that. I'm talking about Oromia. Lemma has immense following in Oromia. Johar has huge following in Oromia. Lemma, Johar, Backleg Arba, who said good about politics. He is also a support base in Oromia. Imagine Lemma Joar, Baklegarba, Sedale, Fedi Standard, others, they join, and somehow they reach some sort of consensus with Oromo Liberation Army. It's difficult, by the way, for these people to reach some sort of alliance, some sort of agreement with Ola, because Ola has its own ideology, uh, but maybe they could agree on some minimum agenda points. I think this is what Abiy fears. His support base is Oromia. The day he starts losing ground in Oromia, it will be very difficult for him to survive in Ethiopia. So he will try his best to ensure that his position in Oromia is unchallenged. That is why he'll try to lure in the opponents to talk to him, just like he did. He talked to OLF, OFC, who agreed to talk to the government. So either he will just lure them into talking to him, or he will threaten them. He will intimidate them, but he will never allow any major alliance in Oromia to be built against him. This is what he fears the most. And this is what I've been hinting at, I think, for almost a year, that the next election for Abiy could only be challenging if somehow a broad opposition alliance is built with parties and groups based in Oromia, outside Oromia. So the raid on Eddie Standard office and the arrest of Lemma Megersa's family could be linked. Abiy's government is sending a message to Oromo political elite that if you start uniting against PP, you are abroad, but your assets, your families, your relatives, everything is here, and we will fix you. This is how I see the situation. It's purely analytical. It's purely analytical. It's not based on an intelligence. But I think this is what Abiy is trying to tell them. Johar is trying to build an alliance against Abiy. Fight between Johar and Abiy is real. I said that. The gloves are off. I used this term several months ago when Johar started his social media campaign. Gloves are off. Broad alliance against Abiy in the making. Aman Washer says Eddie Standard was accused allegedly false information by federal police. Well, uh, allegations can be manufactured anytime. I mean, when government decides that it should close down Eddie Standard, within a minute it can manufacture allegations. Within a minute, police, federal forces, they can manufacture, they can doctor allegations. So don't trust the reporting of the, uh, the federal police. All that seems to be political. So this is what I wanted to share with you, that Abiy is intimidating Oromo political elite. Will the Oromo elite be intimidated, or will they join hands to confront Abiy? That remains to be seen. Let me speak for a few more minutes about TPLF, then your questions, comments. Now, TPLF is now on daily basis issuing statements criticizing federal government. The war of words, especially on TPLF side against federal government, is intensifying. TPLF now losing patience. It wants one thing: restoration of its status. It knows that it's going to be difficult for Tigray uh, uh, to take back Humera Volkai Sagade, because 2 days ago we saw what happened in the disputed territory. Ashate Damleo, Colonel Zadu were seen in the military uniforms, undergoing military training. All other officials of the interim government were seen there too. Tech is a guards being built there, a force by Amhara side. All that definitely is ringing alarm bells in Tigray. That is why TPLF issued a very strong statement today, criticizing the building of Takazegard's force in Humera Volkaya Sagade, accusing the government of not implementing Pretoria deal, asking the government to ensure the withdrawal of non-ENDF forces from territories like Humera Volkaya Sagade. So tensions rising now, very clear. TPLF wants restoration of its status. Then it will demand Humera Volkaya Sagade's control. But government backed Gita Choreda today announced to hold a party congress. Uh, Gitacho wants NABE to recognize the party congress which will hold. And hundreds of disgruntled dissident Tigray fighters are being organized. Lots of money, lots of weapons at their disposal. Who is behind them? TPLF knows that it could be in trouble. That is why getting frustrated now it is criticizing the federal government, asking the federal government to uh, implement Pretoria deal and stop creating instability in Tigray. I am seeing more tension between TPLF and federal government in coming days. I think federal government won't easily restore TPLF status. Federal government won't easily give Humera Volka Sagade to TPLF. It means that this friction between federal government and TPLF will continue. Friction will intensify if the dissident Tigray fighters manage to arm, organize themselves, and start advancing into Tigray. I'll speak in detail on that in tomorrow's live chat. Now, your questions, your comments. Fish says the war is inevitable in Tigray. Anytime can erupt the so-called thunder attack to restore Volkayat Sagade Humera. Thank you, obvious. Obvious has bought a $1 super chat sticker. His comment is obvious. Sardid is stupid. His audience uneducated. Uh, his name is O. O in his name. Well, if audience is uneducated, would you like to educate us? Which mistake did we make? Would you like to enlighten us? Piom House says, I don't expect you to speak about peace and harmony for Ethiopia. In business point of view, that's no profitable. Also, no nationality, you're not Ethiopian. Well, I think I speak more about peace and harmony than any other news outlet. What matters is speaking the truth. The day you start speaking the truth, believe me, you become part of the solution or part of the problem. Obvious says, how about you leave us East Africa alone? Why? What's the problem with me? I mean, was East Africa a better region when there was no My Views and News? Chafo says, I agree with you. Losing Oromia is a nightmare for the boy from Bishasha. Yeah, losing Oromia is not acceptable to the Ethiopian Prime Minister. Mihari joined to welcome Mihari. Red Moon here. Hana Birhano joined says, how can the alliance between TPLF and Eritrea be considered as unholy by the government as it is PP who started such evil alliance with Eritrea? Anything can happen, by the way. A few months ago, such an alliance between TPLF and Eritrea was unimaginable. But you saw that it was almost proven that they held talks, they agreed on some points. Anything can happen in the Horn of Africa, believe me. Smith Ali said, do you think the Eritrean forces are capable to resist the Ethiopian forces? Well, I cannot say yes or no for that. I'll have to do a complete video to compare their strengths and weaknesses. Mihari is from Tigray. He visited Tigray recently. He says, Sajid, lots of youths taking up arms in southern Tigray. Yeah, I think I'll speak in detail in tomorrow's live chat about numbers, about location. But Mihari, what do you think? I heard that this man Shivat Bhatio is not from Raya. I heard he's from Adwa. I'm trying to confirm. Am I right, Mihari? He was the first guy who published a video uh, uh, announcing the start of armed struggle against TPLF. Simon, firstly, still some viewers say that that video about Janel's meeting in Massawa was old, and they said, Sajid, you are just sharing old news with us. They met there last year when Russian visited Massawa. So I contacted a few people again. They confirmed. They said no new meeting was held in Massawa. Video is new meeting, new meeting was about Ethiopia. This is what I've been able to confirm so far. If I get more information, then I'll share with you. Lucy Rock joined to welcome Lucy. Mr. Mirage TV says, I heard the arrest of Lemma's family. Well, I spoke in detail for around 15 minutes. Do rewatch the live chat, brother. Shafo says the alliance of Eritrea, Egypt, Sudan, and Tigray is very dangerous for Abiy. Don't you think so? Well, yeah, technically very dangerous, but what matters perhaps more is internal alliances. Which internal alliance could be formed against Abiy, political or military? If a strong internal alliance is built and then it gets support from abroad, from Sudan, from Eritrea, from Egypt, that could be definitely challenging. But I think internal alliance matters more than external alliance. Tigray will have to find allies internally, TPLF. Bellaccio says, I ain't getting notification. Yeah, several viewers complain they don't get notifications. It happens. It's YouTube issue. Sometimes YouTube does not send notifications of live chats, especially if 3 videos have been uploaded in the last 24 hours. So they send notification of 3 videos only, I think. But I have announced the timing. Uh, I was there just 10 to 15 minutes late. I was, but I try to ensure that I am punctual. I don't know why people complain about my coverage of the Horn of Africa. I mean, uh, you could help me in improving the coverage. Instead of helping me to improve it, they just want me to leave reporting, leave this YouTube channel. Simon, it's a new video. I confirm that it's a new video. It's not an old one. No, it's not old video, Smithali. It's a new video. Mikhail says they're jealous of your channel. Well, I am not jealous of anyone. I mean, uh, I don't follow what others are reporting. We should all try our best. The purpose is that we should keep our viewers updated. So why should we be jealous of each other? Let's work together. Let's call for peace, call for harmony, call for peaceful coexistence, and do our work. Bilacho says difference between Horn of Africa and East Africa. What do you think was the difference? Salam for all joined. Ilyas Milkia said to. Hana says, I heard that the meeting is about taking preemptive attack by Eritrea. Are you saying that Eritrea will preemptively attack Ethiopia? Uh, I don't see Eritrea directly intervene in Ethiopia militarily. Eritrea can intervene indirectly in many ways in Ethiopia. Horn is Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia, someone says. You left out Djibouti, I think. Djibouti also part of Horn. Somaliland too, though it's part of Somalia internationally. As Adam, yes, I talked about Lemma for 10 minutes. You'll have to rewatch the live chat from the start. It was 35 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat. Tonight, I focused on the rapid developments in Oromia, where PM Abi's government, PP, are sending a strong message to Oromo political elite members staying abroad that they should not try to form alliances to confront Prosperity Party. Sanu talked about TPLF. TPLF is gradually building up more pressure upon the federal government. TPLF not happy with what is happening in Volkayat, where Takeze Guards militia is being trained, deployed, and armed. More tensions between TPLF and federal government on the cards, and we could see some new political developments in Oromia in coming days. Thanks for watching. It was a pleasure to be with you. Good to be with you. Always good to be with you. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll focus on Tigray, on dissident Tigray fighters. How many are they? Where are they based? Who is leading them? What could they do? What are their plans? All that in tomorrow's live chat. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye.